Hello viewers. Welcome to Best Product Review. Today, we are here with some of the best MIG Welder under 1000 that work quite good. You can also find their details like major features and options in our buying guide to easily differentiate between them. This will allow you to buy the perfect MIG welder for your needs. If you want more information and updated pricing on the product mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description below. Oh yes, since you're a new channel, don't forget to subscribe to us, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification, as it will help us grow. So let's get started with the video. Number 5. Weldpro MIG Welder. The Weldpro 200 amp inverter multi-process welder is an excellent unit all around. It offers TIG and stick welding functions, which is very handy, and it has a high duty cycle rating, one of the highest we found for under $1,000. We like the 2T and 4T switch, which allows manual and automatic wire feeding. It's handy when you're running long runs, or have to weld in an awkward spot where you can't hold the torch properly or need to move hand positions as you weld. The leads are a good length, and it's a very light machine for its capacity. However, as a MIG welder, we don't like the synergic settings that predetermine the wire feed rate based upon the specific amperage that's been set. This is a slight adjustment you can make with more or less wire feed within the prescribed parameters, but it's a small range and takes a while to adjust, as opposed to a standard wire feed/amperage adjustment setting. Aside from this feature, it's a nice welder and worth buying for the price it costs. Number 4. Forney MIG Welder. This little welder has highly impressed us. The Forney Easy Weld 261 doesn't have the largest amperage range, but it has a higher duty cycle than the matching Lincoln machine, and it runs a tidy bead. The price of this welder is extremely low for what you get. There was no doubt in our minds that this welder deserved being ranked best for your money with all that it offers. It's small, but within the range of 140 amps, there's nothing significant we can criticize. We would like a longer warranty on a welder, but for this price, there is no way Forney could make it longer. We prefer 25-foot leads, however, no welders offer these as a stock lead. Overall, if you're on a low budget, but need a decent 140 amp welder, this is the best option to buy. Number 3. Lotus MIG175 MIG Welder. For a welder to make the runner-up position among the whole range of MIG machines under $1,000 is impressive, and the Lotus MIG175 deserves it. It sits only slightly under the Hobart Handler 210 MIG Welder in amperage range and duty cycle, however, it runs just as nice a bead under 175 amps, and has a lower price. The 1-year warranty on this machine is not as long as we'd like a MIG in this range to have, but it is reasonable quality nonetheless. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're considering it and want some security. Longer warranties can usually be purchased at a slightly higher price. One feature unique to this welder that we like is the free aluminum spool gun that comes included. It's a desirable feature for many MIG welders, and to receive this free is a significant bonus. This is a welder we highly recommend to anyone wanting a MIG under the 200 amp range. Number 2. Hobart MIG Welder. It was a tough call picking between the Hobart Handler 210 MVP MIG Welder and the Lotus MIG175. In the end, this Hobart machine just made our top spot. It does cost slightly more, with a touch more weight. But overall, it's a higher quality machine with a longer duty cycle, more overall amperage, longer leads, a better warranty, and more desirable features all around. We particularly liked the 11 voltage settings with an infinite wire speed gauge that enables the control to adjust your overall amperage and welding specs exactly how you like. It's not the sort of welder you want to lug around on site as it's undesirably heavy, but once it's set up, this welder is ideal for any kind of MIG welding. It can handle more than most single-phase welders with a 110/120V input option. If you're looking for a top-quality welder with more than enough welding adjustment over a range of weldable materials, the Hobart Handler 210 would serve you well. Number 1. Forney MIG Welder. When you've been around in the American marketplace for 88 years, you've got to be doing something right. This machine is one of the first that Forney has aimed at the amateur home workshop craftsman. We chose this machine as our value pick in our best MIG welders for the money roundup. The 140 FCI is powered by an inverter instead of a transformer to deliver 140 amps of DC current from 120-volt household power at a very affordable price. With a 30% duty cycle at 90 amps, this welder has a lot of satisfied fans. It's not intended to be a professional tool for industrial welding. For one thing, it doesn't offer true gas MIG capability. It's strictly a flux core wire feed only. The 140 amp setting can weld a 1/4 inch steel, but that's pushing things pretty hard for a 120 volt welder. However, 90 amps will get you single pass welding on a 1/8 inch plate for 3 minutes at a time. At the other end of the spectrum, 20 amps are enough to let you weld 24 gauge sheet metal for restoration work or appliance repairs. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you like this unbiased review. And please don't forget to subscribe us to get the news of upcoming reviews. Stay tuned.
Fuck her in the Benz.